We go to 5 red lights in Bahrain, and it's lights out and away we go. And Daniel Lorente is under pressure from Senor Ghost towards turn 1. Senor Ghost on the inside, takes the lead, slight wobble, Daniel Lorente comes back, and now we'll have the outside line towards turn 4. We have the TTV driver behind in the Aston Martin, challenging on the inside there of Dropux, who's into 4th, now looking to get into 3rd. TTV on the inside there, keeping the position. Hookid up many positions on the start, as we see going very wide is Dropux, as that is not going to help. And a stream of cars now in the middle of the pack, going very close, as down the inside goes the Haas of Penguin Alex on Harv, as we see a bollard in the middle of the track, as the V-carb of R-Web looks to the inside in the race, as Dropux and Penguin Alex go wheel to wheel. Dropux contact, it seems, and Penguin Alex is in 7th. And now R-Web looking potentially at Dropux, but both part of the same family. Dropux a little bit wide. That will allow R-Web to potentially get alongside, but thinks against it, as we see Riley here ghosting through Lass, and Lass potentially looked under pressure from the car behind, but wasn't in the end. Have a go at Harley here to the outside into turn 13 and trying to squeeze it, and now Hookid as well getting involved. Hookid now with the run potentially on the outside. Does Hookid want to get himself involved? He'll get the cut back nicely on Harley. He'll take the position on Harley. He'll get DRS. He'll look to get to the final podium spot as Daniel Lorente on the main straight takes the lead. Hookid behind. It's a huge battle for the final podium spot. Hookid into turn 1 takes the 3rd place. But now Harley will not be giving this up. Neither will the Aston Martin driver, as Harley looks to the inside, tries to unsettle the McLaren, but the McLaren breaks away. Fresh tyres on here, medium tyres. And is this going to be a different kind of strategy from Aston Martin? Are they going to try and stop more than once? Because that's a long way to go on medium tyres, that's for sure. They race up towards turn 13. Oh, the advertising board seems to have come loose, as Dropux is back here now with these two. Something going array there, something going wrong for Dropux, it seems. And I got sucked right into this scrap behind. Charlotte Perkins able to get away, as we have more drivers heading for the pit lane now, as we do. And Dropux, wonder if Dropux got damage. Didn't seem like it. So he went 2 seconds, so not the best turn in there from Dropux. As Riley gets the 2.4 standard stop with DRS, should be able to get to the outside and should be able, but just doesn't quite have the overspeed. And Destro running slightly wide. Harley as well, just trying to make it around the outside, but unable to in the end, as they do make contact. And Harley still frustrated now, losing big amounts of lap time, and Destro still holding on to that position. That's still in the position on 2-lap-old softs against Jonathan's 1-lap-old hard tyres, as Jonathan shapes to the inside. Jonathan, is he going to win the traction race? You think it'd be difficult on those tyres? As once again they almost collide, as it looks like Jonathan had outbraked himself, but I'm unsure if that's because of the behaviour of the Sauber, as now Senor Ghosts in the pit lane, going for the hard tyres. Hookid as well, going for the hard tyres. This is where Daniel Lorente needs to earn his big bucks. He needs to make the difference on these old tyres to give him the best opportunity at the end of the race on new tyres to come back through to take victory. Because without a safety car, there will be a gap between them, but it just depends. How quickly does Senor want to go now? How quickly can Daniel go at this point of the race? Harley, is he peeling towards the pits? Yep, Harley boxing or Mercedes, so he'll be going for the hard. That should be a nice, comfortable finishing stint. For about 17 laps, and then Senor still gaining. Last lap was 31.2, Daniel 31.7, so only half a second difference. Daniel doing a good job, and now has a 19.1 second lead over Harv, who hasn't pitted. Voz to keep, and Harley now straight out the pits, going a bit sideways Voz to keep, and that's going to allow Penguin Alex to take the place as well over the curb, and Dropbox will be watching this battle, wanting to gain some positions. Also Riley involved, but this is Harley, good opportune moment there just to try and escape from these other drivers before Harv and Arweb decide to pit, because they will likely be coming in soon. Arweb probably this lap, you'd imagine. Harv might be able to hang this out a bit longer, as we do see Arweb going towards the pits. So Arweb in the pit lane, Kid with the fastest lap on 30.5, about a tenth quicker, as that is not going to be ideal for the Aston Martin team. A 10-second penalty for speeding, and now the race takes shape a bit, as that was a second pit stop, I believe, for Aston Martin. There'll surely be some drivers one stopping. That's very deep from Penguin Alex, and Harley goes straight back through on the cutback, and now it looks like Arweb will be looking for the inside. We have Voz to keep on the outside. Arweb and Penguin Alex make contact. Yeah, are they going to give space into this tricky, tight section? Arweb just squeezing ahead, as off the road in the background goes Dropbox, as Arweb in 8th. This has given Harley a nice gap now, and this is very close racing. There's a Vozdakib off the track there on the inside of the Red Bull of Dropbox. Interesting line being taken and penalty awarded for track limits, so that was not ideal. Senor Ghosts now is in the slipstream. Harv surely will be trying to fight as much as he can, because he really does want to help out Daniel Lorente, but Senor Ghosts makes the move. Charlotte Perkins getting involved now. Perkins, as that's Penguin Alex on the inside of Arweb, and they run each other off track, it seems, Penguin Alex and Arweb now. So it goes chaotic. There's a battle, and drivers going off track in combat. This battle once again resumes in the midfield. There is Harv going out the pits, and it looks like Penguin Alex has taken Dropbox off track as well now. Unbelievable. As Dropbox spins and also retires from the race. So Penguin Alex not giving an inch as Dropbox has retired, and Vozdakip now trying to go by on Penguin Alex, and Penguin Alex not willing to give way, seems to have any way of trying to stop any driver is being used, as there's contact between Vozdakip and Penguin Alex. And it seems like Vozdakip was going for a move down the inside, and they made contact. Daniel Lorente now pitting for the soft tyres to go to the end of the race. So now We'll see as he now comes out of the pits. Senior Ghost certainly been chipping away, but now they will resume battle. As now, is Hookid going to undercut Daniel Lorente? No, not quite. And now Daniel Lorente might be almost pulling along Hookid in the end of this, so that's definitely not what Senior wants. Harley now towards turn number 4 to the inside goes Harley. Harley trying to get the power down as efficiently as possible. Destro's still there. Destro now watches on. Harley's cleared one Ferrari. Can he get the other one? Move to the inside from Destro as Harley makes contact with Pastry, it seems. And also Harv making contact, potentially with Destro. More contact made in this race. Both drivers with DRS. Harley pulling to the inside. Harley, is he looking for a dive bomb move towards turn number 1? As Destro keeps the place, but surely it's only a matter of time before these drivers behind make the overtake. Harley thought he'd got the job done when he got past on the last lap, but now finds himself back behind both Ferraris who are willing to put up a fight, and this is what R-Web wants to see. Drivers battling away, just giving the lap time back, and now Harley to the inside in turn 8. They bang wheels. Hookid with a penalty for multiple warnings. As Harley trying to pull the Fernando Alonso into turn 10. There's contact. And Destro still in the position, but now Harv pulling to the inside. Harley getting past Destro. Now towards turn 11. Destro and Harv make contact now. And Harv taking the position over Destro. As now Daniel Lorente in the DRS of Senor Ghost setting the fastest lap. It's all kicking off here. Hookid, after getting that penalty, deciding to pit for softs. Potentially try and get a fastest lap. But any more laps and he'll have got the bigger gap to the drivers behind as Daniel Lorente has taken the lead into turn 4. From a long way back it seemed there, but his pace has just been absolutely rapid. And was able to get by. So Daniel Lorente now leads 19% on the tyres. And how well will the soft compound last? There's Piggy, Ghosted, having not been connected to the race for a while, as this battle once again is kicking off between Harley and there's Pastry banging into the side of Harley as Pastry holds it alongside. But Harley, despite being banged into, has taken a place, and Pastry very deep there. Harley will get the cut back. Harley into 5th. Harv, though, into 4th. Destro overtaking Pastry, having picked up front wing damage. So something has gone on between Aston Martin, Sauber and Haas, which has resulted in damage now. And this is going to be Jonathan getting squeezed by Alex. Alex with damage, slightly unaware there. Don't know what Jonathan's doing. He should just be able to scoop past. Alex now into turn 8, goes deep, hits Jonathan. And Penguin Alex once again involved with contact. We missed damage. That one we certainly saw, but my word, this has not been the race he's been hoping for. That's for sure. Haas ghosted again, causing chaos as Harley just settling in behind. Penguin Alex now retiring from the race, and that is a safety car. And this is what we've been waiting for, as on the main straight, Penguin Alex, his car seems to be in many pieces there, reduced to not a lot, and this is what we've been waiting for. And Daniel Lorente might just, well, be thinking that this race was his, but now there is an opportunity as drivers now surely peeling into the pit lane. Linney almost a lap down, but will be back in this race just as he'd hoped early on when he kept going on the hard tyres, and now reaps the rewards of the safety car. Senor Ghosts, of course, pitting They'll all be pitting. Penalties at this point. If you've got a penalty of track limits, this is, could be costly, really, because who kid's going to be in this battle but has a 3 second? Are any of the race leaders going to get penalties? That 10 second will be able to be removed from TTV Wuvumsk as, oh, he's done it again. TTV Wuvumsk with another penalty, speeding in the pits just as you thought he could get it removed. He will get the first one removed, then he's going to get another penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Come on now. If I was him, I would be peeling in again the next lap and just making sure I don't speed. How early or late does he want to go? As you can see, working that temperature in. And Wuvumsk with another 10-second penalty. There's all sorts of contact going on back there, as there's all sorts of changing in position. What is going on here? Can't even behave behind a safety car. As Daniel Lorente there. What is going on here? Running wide. Mazda keep ignoring the yellow flag, so potentially overtaking. Daniel Lorente taking a very wide line off the track there, as now Harv is looking to have a go at Hukid, who was held behind the Haas. Daniel Lorente still leads this race, as they're ghosted Hukid and Harv as this race begins once again. There's all sorts of battling back there with Riley and the Light and Lass, but Senya Ghosts almost a second behind. We look for the battle for the final podium. Harv dropping back from Hukid, and now we see Linny trying to muster a move on Vozdakip, and they're going to be very close to contact here as Linny takes the place on Vozdakip. Harv in the Williams. Could Williams be fighting for the podium? Hukid obviously with that 3-second time penalty as Hukid sweeps to the outside. Arweb and Destro, and this battle resumes with Destro looking to send one to the inside of turn 8. It's going to be very tight. They make contact. Riley's out of this race towards the rear of the field. Destro now round the outside of turn 10 on Arweb. What a great move this would be, as Arweb, neither driver getting DRS. You see this quite often on this game, and Destro not able to get past Arweb. Pastry's back there. Destro obviously with this penalty, so that is not going to help. I believe that might even be a 10-second because of that, all that safety car chaos. So not what you want to see if you're trying to battle for points, because that's slowing up this teammate, and he's unlikely to actually get a 10-second gap now. But obviously penalties could be removed as Harley now takes the position on the final lap of the race. Senior Ghosts also will be looking to strike on Hukid. Hukid obviously with that penalty, but he'll want to do it on track as well. Daniel Lorente has had this race under control as the two Ferraris swap over towards the midfield. Pastry won't be getting the DRS. His teammate, as well as Arweb, will be looking to the outside. Destro to the outside on Arweb. Arweb very close to contact as the Destro sweeps back through, as there's Perkins in the Salva behind. And throwing it to the inside is Arweb. Arweb very close to contact. They do make contact. Rear right to front left, make contact there. And it seems like they're basically playing bumper cars out there. Senya Ghost still behind Hukid, but Daniel Lorente has had this race under control since the start, despite the strategy. Daniel Lorente be looking for redemption after round 1, and Daniel Lorente now rounds the final corner, and after a disappointing one, takes a very wide line again and wins the Bahrain Grand Prix. It's Daniel Lorente back on top in RFC after a positive pre-season, a poor round 1, but Daniel Lorente is right back in the championship fight. Hukid, the championship leader, comes home in 3rd. We've got swappings of position, penalties going left, right and centre. Harley finished 4th, Harv finished 5th. Then I believe it was R Webb and Pastry and Charlotte Perkins and Jonathan and Linny potentially grabbing the final spot in the points. Well, that was all sorts of chaos there as Daniel Lorente reclaims top spot. There we go, there is your final order.